Hey everyone, Connie here with an update regarding things. Another one, yeah. Basically updating you every day at this point. So I got contacted yesterday after I made that last update uh, on Twitter by PayPal's support account. And throughout last night into the early morning and now basically just now, they've been working with me to try and get this figured out, which I very much commend them on. And they basically did get it figured out for me. They figured out what was going on, why it was doing this all, um, and basically what I can do about it. So, as I noted, in my PayPal account, I had two charges for Domino's. Because back last Wednesday, 1 week ago now, I ordered Domino's because I got the money from a Twitter promotion that this person runs called Trans Pizza. And I don't think I went into detail, so just real quick. This person named Lila on Twitter does this promotion called Trans Pizza where you like answer a question or something like that, and she chooses like usually 1 to 3 random people a day and sends them $20 for pizza. And the money itself comes from people donating for that reason. So she sent me the money on uh, PayPal, and I used it the same day to buy from Domino's. The 1830 charge, the first charge, was how much the pizza actually cost, which included delivery fees and tax. The second charge that came the day later was the issue for me because that charge, as I've noted, was $5 more. Now, we didn't figure out why that charge was $5 more or anything, but we figured out why the first charge would still be pending and stuff, and basically what happened with all that. See, the pending charge basically means it hasn't been claimed, means the money hasn't been claimed. It was taken out of my account, yes. But if the charge is not claimed within 30 days, I get the money right back. Unfortunately, it takes 30 days. That's the big problem. And that's 30 days from the initial order date, too. So last week. So it's only been 7 days. So there's still quite a long time before I would see that money again. Basically, there's nothing I can do about that at the moment. They told me as well that they can't really do anything. It's all up to Domino's at that point. But then there was the second charge, and that one was for the $5 more. And here's what I'm thinking happened. The first charge went through, the 1830 charge went in when I ordered the pizza, right? When when the delivery driver came, I mentioned I gave him a $5 tip in cash. And I guess somehow they counted that towards it. So when they actually put things in, they put in 2130 instead of 1830. That's where that extra 5 came from. And that came out and that went into my PayPal account as well at that point because that was like because it was an extra $5. It was almost counted as a separate order, even though it was for the same pizza. And that one went through, which means that they claimed it. And so, uh, basically, I got charged the 2130, which, as you know, had to come out partially out of my bank account because I didn't have that money um, in my normal account at that time. The problem with this is just because of that, I did go into, as you know, the overdrawn status on my bank account, and it did take away money that came after that I was looking forward to because I had to come out of the hole first. But the thing is that I apparently can't do anything at this point unless I contacted Domino's directly, and that would be such a freaking hassle at this point. Um, so basically, what I'm thinking is they're not going to claim this first one because they got the money in a separate way. They haven't gotten the money for this first order, the first charge. It's been taken out of my PayPal account, but it hasn't gone to them or anything. So what I'm thinking is they're not going to claim that because they already got the money. They don't need to claim that one too. So at the end of 30 days, I'll get that money back. I unfortunately have to, again, wait 30 days, but I'm going to get that money back. And I really don't see why they would claim it. I really don't at this point. Um, but, but that's what we've figured out. We figured out, like, basically what happened with all of that, why there's two charges in the first place. And the only problem I can foresee is that for some reason they do claim it. And at that point, yeah, I will be legitimately paying for it twice. The good thing though is if they do claim it, that money's already taken out. I don't have to worry about losing anything else because the money was already subtracted from my account. And I'm oh, I was gonna say I'm actually at the moment trying to confirm that with the person on support I was talking to on Twitter. I just went to check that and they actually just confirmed that for me. I just had received the message. So I will not lose anything else no matter what. At this point, my bank account is safe. And I guess you could say my PayPal account is safe, though there's nothing in it at the moment. Um, but yeah, so that's the general gist with that. And that's really relieving, to be honest. But at the same time, I am still worried if they do try to claim it, and for some strange reason, if like by some kind of mistake it does try to take more out, I'm just worried about that. Although, according to the support and everything, that should not happen. If they do claim it, the money's already taken out. So basically, what I'm getting from this is at this point, I just have to wait. I just have to wait for 30 days from the 11th, which, let me see here. Which, yeah, is obviously the 11th of October, which is a Friday. Isn't that the same day I'm doing my mega stream, ironically? So, I mean, we'll be able to check that live on the mega stream, see if anything's updated. I think that's the day. I think it was the 11th and not the 4th. I think I wanted to make it the second Friday. But anyways, so yeah, that's like 4 weeks from when it started, about 3 weeks from now. Just over 3 weeks, but yeah, it really sucks that all this shit happened and all, but I can get that money back. Unfortunately, it won't be anytime soon. Um, and I was holding off, as I mentioned before, on using like that big chunk of money I got from my GoFundMe, the one that brought me out of the hole in my bank account. I was waiting to use that because I wanted to make sure nothing more would be taken out, just in case. So that way I'd have something in my account to kind of just steady things out, and just in case they try to take any more. um, but now that it seems like that's not going to happen at all, I can transfer this to PayPal and use it. um, and nothing should be taken out of my PayPal either. Basically, what they're saying is nothing else is going to actually actively happen unless they confirm the order. And at that point, that's all that's the only active thing that's going to happen. Nothing else will be taken out of my account. Nothing else will be affected. So if I transfer money in, it won't affect this entire deal at all, which is a good thing. On that note, though, I also checked my eBay for the last set of orders I made, And apparently, one of the orders got shipped to a completely different state and actually delivered and signed for. And I'm like, what? Yeah, apparently it got shipped to, delivered, and signed for in Colorado. I live in Michigan. It's like that's not even close. Like if it was Ohio, maybe, but so so I contacted them. Luckily, it was only a 750 top, which I mean it was a top I wanted and for obvious reasons. Um, which I'll keep secret now in case they do send another out or something. But most likely they'll just refund me. Um, but yeah, it was a top that I really wanted, and it was only a 750 top though. So it's not like this massive deal. It's not like it's a $25 top or anything. Not like it's some big expensive thing. So if they refund the 750, like yeah, that'll be fine. I can get something else with that. That's not as big a deal to me as something like what happened with this other issue. Like, because this has only happened once before to me with this, with my package being delivered to somewhere else, a completely different state. That's only happened once before. And I mean, technically, my package being delivered anywhere else has only happened once before. So it's like I'm not too bothered by it. It doesn't happen often. And the last time it happened, the seller rectified it quickly, got me my money back. Everything worked out. Um, and I'm hoping, again, something similar this time. Either I get my money back or they just send another one out. I don't know how they make that mistake. I assume it's just like, oh, we're sending out a bunch of orders and they accidentally like label my order for a different place. And it's funny too because I was still able to track the order as it was after it was sent. Like I still had the tracking for the package, and yet it was sent to a completely different location. I don't know, but like I said, that's not as big a deal. I'm not as worried about that as I was with the bigger thing. So the question now is, will I be continuing reactions and all now that this is basically handled? Now that this issue has been resolved, you could say, as much as it can be, will I be continuing reactions and everything? And the answer is yes, just completely. We are continuing right away today. Um, and it's simple. It's just like I said we would continue once this got resolved, and it's resolved. I mean, everything's not completely fixed yet. I still have to again wait those 30 days to get that money back, that 1830. But I mean, hey, I guess in 30 days, once I've forgotten about this, that'll be a nice surprise. It's like, oh, I have 1830. Where'd that come from? Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Um, but in all seriousness, I'm so thankful for the PayPal support being so helpful with this. They did a great job in this, and I don't blame them. Honestly, it's Domino's fault, if anyone. It's not PayPal's fault. It's not my bank account's fault. It's on Domino's for somehow mistaking that $5 cash tip I gave as part of the order amount or something. I don't know. But either way, it's fixed. Nothing else is going to happen. That was the big thing I was worried about. That something else would happen, that I'd end up losing more money. I really didn't want to lose more money. But luckily, according to them, it won't happen. And if it does happen, I'm going to really get upset and like really get at them for it. But again, even if they confirm that the pending order, which they shouldn't, it'll still likely happen. I mean, it will still not happen. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, yeah, I'm thankful for that. So I mean, that was the big reason I was taking off of reactions until this was fixed, anyways, because of all the stress and all the worry and all the concern about what it was going to do to my accounts. But now that that's basically gone, I don't have to. Well, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I can move on. I can actually get to reactions and focus on them. Now, of course, anything could happen and things could get a little messed up again. But for now, I'm going to move on. If anything else happens, I will let you guys know because it might affect the channel again. And I apologize deeply for this affecting Monday reactions. Um, Again, I really want to continue watching Free. I want to continue watching DuckTales. Both of those shows are great, and I hated missing them this week. But at this point, yeah, I'm not going to get to them. I'm just going to move on and get with the Saturday or the Wednesday stuff and go on from there. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do our Wednesday reactions today. I'm probably gonna get up another Minecraft thing if I can as well. At least I'm going to get stuff recorded for that. I did record a little bit of that on Monday, but there's very little that actually happens in it, so I'm gonna record a bunch more and just, edit together. Because again, I really wasn't feeling it, and I wasn't like I didn't actually do much of anything when I recorded Monday. I recorded, I think, almost 2 hours worth of content, and I didn't do much of anything. There's not much to actually show. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I'm gonna edit that down. I might get 15 minutes from that. Might. And then we're going to combine that with some more that I edit. So it might even be a longer episode for this episode of Minecraft. Um, but expect that as well. Either today or tomorrow. I don't know for sure. Um, but yeah, I'm just glad that we got this figured out. I really am because this was just bothering me so much. Um, I just hope that things like this don't happen again. Um, and we'll just continue on. We'll rise back up and hopefully everything works out, and in those 30 days when that passes, I'll just get that money back and it's like cool. I'll use it for something at that point, I'm sure. I'll be able to find something. Um but yeah, until then, I want to thank you all for being super supportive in this time, for understanding with this issue and everything, and I just really want to thank you. And I'm glad that we're going to now be able to come back, and I'm glad that it didn't take more than a few days, all things considered. I mean, yes, it started a week ago, where, like, well, technically it started a week from tomorrow, because that's when the second charge came into my account. But nothing, but it's really, like, only been, like, really bad, like, starting over the weekend and all. Because that's when, like, okay, I have to wait until the weekend's over for any kind of news from anything. So that's when it really started to affect me. And then into Monday and all, so yeah. Either way, I'm glad it didn't last long. I'm glad that it was short and it was at least solved. Even if it wasn't fixed, it was solved. We understand what happened, why it happened, probably, and what the resolution's going to be for it, one way or the other. So yeah, I'm probably going to, yeah, transfer the money from my bank account into my PayPal, and the big chunk of money, what I have left of it, use that to buy some stuff, and I'll get to recording a little later because it's still pretty early right now. It's only 11:30 in the morning. I've got plenty of time to record. But I do want to kind of take a couple hours maybe just to relax, because just to let that weight just lift fully, because it's still like it still hasn't fully lifted off my shoulders yet. So I'm gonna take a few hours, just relax and get into stuff that I've been pushing off for like almost a week now, in terms of like watching stuff, and actually be able to enjoy it, and that'll help me just relax a little more. You know what I mean? This video has gone on too long, a lot longer than I planned for and kind of hoped. Um, But yeah, point is, reactions and stuff are returning. Uh, I'll probably even have that as the title, so you'll probably have known that even well before I said anything. Reactions are returning today. Everything seems to be handled, at least as much as it can be for now. And we'll just move on. We'll just make the best of this. So, thank you once again. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.